Hi, I'm Scott Francis, CEO and co-founder of BP3, and I recently had the chance to sit down with Jakob Freund, the CEO and co-founder of Camunda. BP3 and Camunda have been great partners in process automation and orchestration, and this conversation we had a chance to really talk about the future of that space and our work together. We really had fun doing it. I hope you'll enjoy it.
So I wanted to talk to you about a few topics, right? And I think one is, I just sort of think following Camunda's journey, right, and working with you over the years, right? We've known each other since I think as far back as 2013. We started our companies about the same time, so we've kind of been on this shared journey of how do we take process to all of our clients. And I just wonder, when you look at it, does it kind of amaze you that this product that you started out with is now in the hands of massive companies, running, substantially all of their revenue through a product that you guys built?
Yeah, that is, let's say, both intimidating sometimes, but actually really exciting. No, it's really exciting and cool and makes us proud. And it really also, I would say, it does put a certain sense of responsibility also on our engineers, for example, how we build the product. Like you're really building an engine, like literally an engine that sits in like the car, which is the company, right? And really takes them from A to B basically. And you don't want your car to break down middle of the road. So putting that sort of care into building that engine, maintaining it, and making it more powerful at the same time is really, I would say, like a pretty strong element of our engineering culture. So in that sense, yes, it is. It's great. It's exciting. Sometimes nerve-wracking, but actually great journey to be on. And I mean, you can relate to that, right? As helping those companies to actually apply that car to actually do get from A to B is what you do, right?
Right. Yeah. It is kind of humbling when you think about when you're working with a client and you realize that the system they're asking you to help them build will run all of their revenue or 80% of their revenue through it. And you realize how critical it is for their business. They're putting everything into it, right? And that's really that level of trust is kind of amazing. And it's one of the reasons that we really like working with Camunda, because we know you guys have our back. Product has our back, right? We know it's a really great product that works really well for our clients. How do you, today, how do you think about getting started? New customers coming up, how do they get started on that journey?
I mean, as always, right? There's like sort of different angles and different situations. But what I really believe in is that you want to move in many small steps quickly rather than moving in few very big steps slowly, right? And that's like whenever I look at high-performing organizations, that seems to set them apart. Like even the biggest ones are able to maintain that sort of agility and pace basically in whatever they do. And I believe that's also a key success factor for example, applying process orchestration, applying automation in general in the broadest sense. And I believe that's one reason why RPA, for example, became so successful, because it allows you to do exactly that. Like in a small increment, you cobble something together, it does some automation that provides value, you can see that value. Okay, let's move from there.
Yeah, and I think for our clients, when we're getting started, I find the thing that they really often get tripped up on is just that it feels too big, right? I need to understand the whole context, but I can't boil the ocean. I don't know how to budget that. I just don't know how, and that getting started step is like a key element for us. And one of the tricks we've applied over the last couple of years that we've really, I think, gotten good at applying with our clients is to introduce our design team. And we run a design sprint or even a shorter workshop than that. A design sprint is about a week. We can do it in less time if we cut the scope a bit, right? And focus a little bit more on consensus. But the key thing that we get out of it is to build consensus and excitement around the direction. Camunda 8 just came out. Are there things about Camunda 8 that make it easier for someone to get started on the technical side? I already know I want to get going. I have requirements.
Yeah, no, it's
actually,
I can say that Camunda 8, like the version that now came out, but actually also the vision that we have for the product for the next 2 years is very much driven by that. Like it's very much about how can we get to value faster, basically, and especially in the beginning, but actually also on an ongoing basis. So just to give you like, let's say, a few examples here. One is, well, Camunda 8 is now also available as a service. Like that's an obvious one, right? I can start as a service. I don't need to set it up myself. I don't need to operate it myself. That's an accelerator. But then, for example, also the modeling environment. Like we now brought together like the collaborative business analysis-oriented modeling with the development environment in order to quickly bring every stakeholder to the same tool, same table, let them figure it out, how the process should run, let them deploy it, run it, and see the results right away and optimize, for example, our BI tool. In that environment now, we also like make huge steps towards connectivity in the sense of, okay, how can we allow you quicker to integrate your existing systems? And it's not so much about, I mean, of course, yes, there's a REST connector and there might be like a Slack connector, like it's all that low-code app integration stuff, but the real superpower is about giving you that integration framework that you can create your own connectors or connectors on behalf of your clients, for example, to integrate their existing legacy unique systems that might exist exactly once, right? So you wouldn't find like in any sort of low-code iPaaS tool, that sort of connector, but you can build it, and then you can make it available to your, for example, RPA engineers or other sort of domain-specific low-code developers, and let them very quickly put together that orchestration flow that integrates also existing in-house systems. So that is, I would say, a pretty fundamental direction in our product now going forward.
Yeah. Anything, just for the folks back at BP3, anything you want to share, while we're here?
well, other than that, we're incredibly happy to be working with you and your team. So, no, but seriously, like for vendor, it's important to have like super reliable partners that really also share the idea, the culture, even to some degree, of how to go about process automation projects. And with BP3, we've been working together for so long now. We know each other so well. So can really just say thanks for that. And we're looking forward to meeting hopefully more from your team soon.
Right. Yeah. It's exciting to be out here, Jacob. And I have to say, to return the favor, I shamelessly asked for a plug. I'll return the favor. We love working with you guys. And your team is top-notch, right, top to bottom. It's really been a great experience working with your teams from sales all the way down to engineers through the org. And of course, we started by working with engineers, right? So I think we got a good experience of what's going on behind the scenes, and you can see it every day in the code, right? So, we know we can rely on Camunda, and we do. Our customers do. And whenever we run into a scalable, high-volume process, we know who to call.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
Well, thank you for listening. I hope you found value in our discussion. And if you'd like to know more about BP3 and how we can help you find a faster way, check out our website, follow us on LinkedIn, or follow our YouTube channel. We've got some great video content just like this. Thank you.